Is it sane? Is it possible? Still I ask myself, are we, am I? Our game, it's not logical, but you contemplate, are we, am I?
Leafs fans in the chat. Are the nerves at a 10 yet? Are they at a 10 out of 10? Are you still kind of easing into the evening? The latest, if you want the latest I can give you based on what I've read is that most likely tonight, and this is the latest as of 6:38 p.m. Eastern time, Austin Matthews is in. That's going to happen. Austin Matthews is going to play tonight. He's probably going to be on the third line, quote unquote, so you don't mess up the first two. But Austin Matthews is in. Joseph Woll, on the other hand, reportedly was injured in the final seconds of game number 6 and is very doubtful to play tonight. That is the latest. That is all I can give you. Damn it, the air horns button. Okay, air horns is not working today. What? Okay, buttons? Austin works. Okay, air horns not working today. Oh, there it is. No, that's goal horn. Air horn. Air horns is back. There we go. How are you feeling about Ilya Samsonov starting tonight? Because Sammy had a great game too. Like, let's not forget that. Sammy had a great back half of the season after he went and got his mind sorted, got straight, he was right in the head. He was good. So we can trust Sammy when he's on his game. But right now, he hasn't been on his game. It wasn't pretty when he was in net. They pulled him. They put Wall in game number 5. They went to Wall for 6, and Wall was outstanding. Game 4. Game 4, they pulled him, sorry. They went to Wall in game 5. Wall was great. They went to Wall in game 6. Wall was great. And now we don't have Joseph Wall. I'm confident. This is from Digital Dog, says Sammy's not a goalie that can steal games. I don't think that either, but if Sammy can give you just adequate goaltending, just I'm going to give you the saves I need to make, I'm going to let in a couple, I'm not going to steal the game, but I'm going to give you adequate goaltending, I think the Leafs are fine. Boston's nervous. We know that. Austin's back. The Leafs have not found a scoring touch, but the offense has looked better. The power play is still miserable. If the Leafs can string together for the first time in 13 playoff games more than 3 goals, so if they put up a 4, I think they win in this game. I think all they got to do is generate some offense. That's what I think it comes down to. Whether or not, and it's we're at 90% Walls out right now. So I'm just going to keep saying Sammy's starting. That's what's going to happen. Sammy's going to be in net, and that's what it's going to be. And if they generate the offense that this lineup is capable of generating, the team's going to be fine. The defense is going to hold the Bruins to 2 goals, 3 goals. And if the Leafs put up a 4 spot, they'll be good. They'll be good. That's how I'm feeling going into this. I dropped the controller. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Let's read some of your comments here. Clank says, why is Sammy starting? If you missed it, Joseph Wall was reportedly hurt at the very end of game number 6. Check my phone to see if I got an update. That's the latest. That's all I can give you. On one of the final plays of the game, apparently tweaked something, so he looks like he's going to be out, and Sammy's going to be in there. But Sammy's a starting goaltender. Peace Poet says, imagine Leafs score 7 goals tonight. Would love that. Would absolutely love that. Michael says, just watch the final goal at 0.2 seconds. That looks like where Wool got hurt. Yep. So all the picture should line up with what I'm being told right now. Peak drama for the neutrals. That is. That is so true. Jones-Murray tandem gonna go crazy. That's from Jessica. Jessica says the Jones-Murray tandem gonna go crazy. We are literally one injury away from Martin Jones and Matt Murray being the 1 and 2 for the Toronto Maple Leafs. That is fact of where we are as a team right now. We're one injury, one quick over push by Sammy, a little tweak of the ankle, something going wrong from Martin Jones and Matt Murray being the 1 and 2 in Toronto, let's say against Florida, but I'm getting way, way ahead of myself here. At least need to win tonight. Let me know in the chat if you think they're going to do it. Let me know if you think they're going to pull this out. It's the time to slay the dragon, because at the end of this season, if they don't come through in game 7, there's finally going to be wholesale changes to this lineup. There's a lot of expiring deals. I feel like the perception of the Leafs is that everybody's kind of locked up forever, but there are a lot of expiring deals coming off, and you got Tavares for 1 more year, and he's not going to be at that contract past this year. It's going to be a discount. You have an ability to trade Mitch, who seems like he wants out at some point if this thing doesn't go well. That no-move clause isn't going to keep you from trading Mitch if you need to trade Mitch. And you're going to have Austin and Willie and Riley, and you're going to have a whole new goalie tandem going into next year because I don't think you re-sign Sammy, especially at the number he'll command from somebody else. And Wool's going to be there through next season, but you're going to need another goalie. You're going to need a lot of defensemen to fill the edges. There's a lot. You're going to have to make decisions on Max Domi and Tyler Bertuzzi. Klingberg's coming off. You're going to have some extra money there. That's good. But there's a lot of decisions to be made. And this Leafs core as it is, as we've known it this season, it's not going to be, I don't think, remotely the same going into next year. So this could be the final game of this iteration of the Leafs if they don't pull it out here tonight. It's like, let me know if you're nervous. We got a super chat from Clayman V. Shout out Clayman V. There's a little confetti for you. Oh. Panda. Confetti doesn't want to come. Oh, there it is. There's the confetti. Clayman V says, wish I would have known about Wool an hour ago. I just bet on the Leafs. Clayman! Have some faith. They're going to do it. Your bet is still good. Your bet is still valid. Clayman, you're getting money tonight. You're getting that sweet payout. It's going to be cashed when the Leafs win Game 7. You guys want to do some NHL? I've been waiting enough time. I've been chit-chatting too much. We're in the middle of our off season right now. If you're not familiar with what's going on, I love doing these little recaps. If you're not familiar with what's going on, we are in off season of year 2 of our NHL 24 franchise mode. This is a little series we call One Since 67, our quest to win one Stanley Cup for the Toronto Maple Leafs since 1967. We have been unsuccessful so far. We've played through 2 seasons, lost to the New York Rangers in the second round in year 1, lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning in year 2 in the first round. We made a couple huge trades. We acquired Moritz Seider in exchange for an RFA of Mason McTavish. Real tidy piece of work there. In terms of our lineup and what needs to be done in free agency before we head into the regular season and we see what we got. We only have $1.3 million in cap space, so I don't know where all these RFAs are going to go. I'm actually we might need to make a little move here. Connor Timmins right now makes $2 million and counts against the cap. So we have to move off of Connor Timmins so we can free up and get to $3 million in cap space. That's the first move we got to make here before we do anything. We're going to trade Connor Timmins simply for cap space. We'll see what we can get, but we need to sign our RFAs here of Timmy Lills, Noah Gregor, Bjorn Fott all need a contract. Oh, and Simone Benoit. So we can wait on them. Honestly, we can wait. Oh, hold on. How much does he want? 4.7. We can wait on them to the end of the summer, and hopefully they just take the qualifying, or we move off of them. But we have no cap space. We have no cap space, and we need to free up some cap space. So we just got 5 gifted memberships from Commander Clueless. Shout out Commander Clueless. Hell yeah. Appreciate that. That confetti is for you. So we're going to free up some cap space here by moving off of Connor Timmins. Keep giving me your thoughts on how tonight's going to go. Ricky says, go Canucks go. Hey, Ricky, wrong stream. This isn't for that. We don't want that in here. Great win by the Canucks. I feel like if it went 7, there's no way the Canucks beat the Nashville Predators in 7 games. So, like, congrats to them for cleaning it up and finishing off that series. Connor Timmins makes too much money. 4th round pick is what? 3rd round pick is what we can get for Connor Timmins here. We could even do... Yeah, if we just simply do it for the pick, I'll take that 2027 pick. That's actually ours from Detroit, I believe. Okay, Winnipeg's 2027. Let's edit this trade. Let's try and upgrade one of our picks. Maybe we can go from a third to a second. So we throw in a 2026 third. Let's remove this. Let's try and get a second round pick out of Connor Timmins. So straight up, we upgrade our third to a second. They get Connor Timmins. Oh, trade accepted. Hey! Easy. Easy. Oh, my gosh. There, let's play away. The buttons aren't buttoning today. I should have restarted OBS before I got on here. We got a tidy piece of work. Freed up a couple mil in cap space. Now we got $2.1 million in cap space. Nice. That leaves a little bit of money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could even like if we, and then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defensemen. Okay, so I'm just hoping we get like two-way contracts from Benoit and Bjornfot for towards the end of the summer, and then Liljegren will give him whatever cap space we have left. In terms of our forward group, we don't have the money this offseason to go after any kind of big free agent like we did last season. We got Brett Pesce. So we're going to be happy with what we got. We're going to go into the season with this roster. I think we got a competitive team. We're going to keep looking at two-way contracts, see if we can make any two-way deals towards the end of free agency. But I'm very happy with our roster and how it's looking right now. Decline trade. Hilda be in top in now. Oh, no one has made a decision on any of the contracts that are outstanding. Hey, Brett Leeson. Let's go. Hey, Vlad Nemestikov, let's go. Brad Lambert renews. All right, so we just got a couple of our pending free agent offers that we put out there at the on last episode. They come through. Let's check the forward group now. It'll be in the system because we signed them for two-way contracts. Oh, no. On all skaters. Oh, main roster. Forwards. Let's go. So we get Vlad. Awesome. We get Leeson. Awesome. So now we have our depth forwards. We have 43 of 50 contracts. We're satisfied with the forward group here. Yeah, the bottom end is now protected with Nemestikov and Leeson. We're kind of done there. We're going to let like Lambert and Nyes and all of the young kids and grow into those roles. And on defense, still those RFAs that are pending. Let's sim a little bit. Let's get a little deeper into the offseason. See if we can get our RFAs done. See if they'll take their QOs. Sim a week. Hey! Maselli signs a long-term deal with us. You get some assurances on what the team's going to look like next season. We're going to sim over to August 1st. Get the sim music going. Hey! Simone Benoit takes the qualifying offer. Hell yeah. Let's go. Oh, hold on. Joseph Woll has been tendered an offer sheet of $1.2 million for 1 year by the Dallas Stars. You have the necessary cap space to match the offer and retain his services should you choose to do so. Oh, match offer. Damn, Dallas. Dallas trying to steal Joseph Woll from us. Hey, so we're keeping Joseph Woll. That was an easy decision. No reason for us to not keep Joseph Wall on this roster. Offer sheets happen in this game so much more than in real life. Goalie situation. Sammy, Wall, only spending $5.2 million on our goalies. Absolutely beautiful. You love to see it. Rodriguez going to be the future starter. It's going to get a little better. Having Benoit sign that deal is awesome. Gets us at 850. Beautiful. And then he's going to be a UFA next season. Can't do a... So what we have left is Tobias, Noah Gregor, and Timothy Liljegren. That's all that needs to be decided. Let's go check the free agents. See if anybody out there wants a two-way contract. Brad Marchand's still out there. Two-way contracts. Hey, Kyle Okposo. We could get him for some depth if we really wanted. William Allison? Wade Allison. Zach Aston Reese. Tyler Mott. There's some depth options here for sure. But we have players in that 79 area. We should be good. We'll see if any other free agents pop up later in the summer. Let's sim a little bit. Let's get the sim music going. Robert Malloy is very correct in the chat. We will know more information about Wall closer to puck drop. And we are an hour away. We are about to hit the hour mark. Leafs Bruins. Game 7. Round number 4. Bruins 3-0. I'm counting 2013, by the way, if you can't tell. 3-0 the Bruins are in these Game 7s. If you missed it off the top, Sammy was injured reportedly on the very final play of game number 6. And he is doubtful right now to play. We will see what happens come puck drop, but it is not looking likely that Joseph Wall starts. Sammy, Ilya Samsonov will be the starter if Joseph Wall does not play. It definitely does not leave you as confident as it would if okay, I have a plan. My plan is to sit and wait, manager. It definitely doesn't leave you as confident as it would if Joseph Wall was in net. Let's be honest. Joseph Wall was like a rock back there. Really brought some confidence. Hey, Noah Gregor signs the QO. You just got to wait these guys out. Ilya Samsonov he doesn't bring the confidence that Ilya Samsonov doesn't bring the confidence that Joseph Wall does. Like, let's be honest. But that doesn't mean the Leafs are out of this. Like, I actually am pretty confident going into tonight that they should be the favorite. That I think Boston is more back on their heels than the Leafs are. That Boston's got to be more worried about losing. Leafs got nothing to lose. Leafs got absolutely nothing to lose if tonight doesn't go right. They're already done. They are already done. They'll be fine. How are you guys feeling? Why is Robertson a 76? I think it was 79, is it? Is he 76? Yeah, I saw him there on the fourth line. He should be a little better. 76? Oh my gosh, yeah. Holy crap. Damn. You got to get a little better, Nicholas Robertson. Brad Lambert's going to take his spot eventually. Let's see what we can do with our RFAs. The Leafs, the key for tonight is, I've said this a million times, and I'm going to keep repeating myself, but the key is just getting their offense going. The defense hasn't been a problem. It won't be a problem. They will be perfectly fine on D. Can I? Oh, this is. Let's do. How much does Liljegren want off a contract? So I only have $1.8 million here. Lily wants 2.6, so we can't do that. Can Tobias take a two-way contract? Two-way. 9.75. 3 years. Would you take that? You got to play the hand that you're dealt in situations like this where your starting goaltender goes down. Like, you can't, it's not an excuse. It can't be an excuse for the guys. It's professional sports. Guys get injured. Tobias doesn't want a two-way deal. That's okay. Decline. Logan O'Connor. No, we don't want him. Decline. It's professional sports. You're dealt bad hands sometimes. And it absolutely sucks that Joseph Woll won't be in net. But it is what it is. Ilya Samsonov has proven that he can be a very good NHL goaltender. Like, there's no reason to believe he can't have a good game. He just needs to have one good game. That's all the Leafs need out of Ilya Samsonov. One good game. All right. The one-way contracts. Anybody we need to send down? Oh, Nick Robertson. Nick Robertson is a 76. What the hell is that? Why is he a 76? We're sending him down. Send down to the minors. Yeah. Okay, so that'll help us. We're going to call up Brad Lambert, right? Or is he already with the big club? Yeah. There he is. Brad Lambert's already with the big club. All right, he's the two-way. So we send down Nick. Go to edit lines. What do the lines look like now? Oh, this makes much more sense. Yeah. And then who's our scratch players? And then our extra skaters are Vlad Nemeska, so we need an extra defenseman. Maybe an extra forward as well. Duncan says, no way Woll got sick or injured just before Game 7. I think Keefe is playing mind games. Duncan, apparently, and if you go back and watch it, it has some credence. Woll was injured on the last play of game number 6. And you can see it if you go back. It looks like something was tweaked there. Wes Kliss says, it's because his morale is low. Yeah. So I sent him down. I hope that boosts his morale playing a whole bunch. Maybe we get into the season, his Nick Robertson's overall comes back up. But if he's 76 right now, I'm not trusting him. I'm not trusting him at all to be on this roster. So we're going to call up a defenseman. We could actually call up Fraser Minton, but I want him to play. So maybe we call up Pontus Holmberg and Simone Benoit. Benoit for sure. That's our extra defenseman. Boom. And we're going to call up Holmberg and let Minton cook in the minors. So let's do that. Yeah. Holmberg or Nyes? Actually, let's do Nyes. Let's do Nyes. Nyes got a higher ceiling. Top 6 forward potential. Holmberg's like 26. Let's do Nyes. We're calling up Nyes. Nyes with the big club. That's our second extra forward. Extra defenseman is Simone Benoit. Our roster is set. Woo! Let's go. We need Liljegren and Tobias to sign their RFA deals at some point. But the roster right now is good, and we will see what happens with them when we finish preseason here, where they're going to fit on the roster. We might have sent down Benoit again if we get Liljegren on the roster, but that's what it's going to be. Liljegren will be that extra defenseman once he signs. They're playing the waiting game. All right, let's get this sim music going. Oh, please, for the love of God, what? Let him cook. Who said, Michael, why do you say please for the love of God? Did I do something? I'm always worried. What did I miss? All right, let's sim. November 30th. Hey! Accomplished a goal. I'm waiting for Tobias. Oh, I said Wool is out. Yeah, Wool is not playing. I didn't know I was breaking the news to people. Joseph Wool is not in. Toronto Maple Leafs aren't going to be phased. Oh, wait, I had a bad interaction with Matthias. But that was unfortunate. Why is Kevin LeBlanc wants a conversation too? No, I really like the current line you are. Aren't you a team player? Let's do this. Yeah, morale. Awesome. We are pre-game streaming Steve Dango's stream, which is coming up on youtube.com/SDPN. It looks like Tobias and Liljegren won't sign their QOs here. We're going to have to do some finagling. The December 1st deadline is about 10 days away. If we don't get them signed, they do not play this season. We're at the point where we're going to move off of Liljegren and Tobias because we don't need them on the roster if they don't want to play. So Tobias, we can definitely sign. Liljegren, however... Okay, so we're going to do Tobias. Offer contract. We're going to give him this. He wants 2 years. We can give him $850 for 2 years. It's a one-way deal. I don't like it. But top 4 potential. So we're going to have to move Liljegren, trade him to somebody else. We're going to do 6 years. How much money do we have? 1.3? What's the max we can do? 1.1 million. So let's get a number there. 4 years, 28, top 4. How does he want an extension? No, it doesn't say. Offer contract. So let's try 8 years at that one. 8 years, 1.1 million. That's a steal if we get this done, actually. All right, so we're gonna cave on Tobias. We're gonna sign him. Liljegren, however, we're moving off of by that December 1st date. So let's sim here. Sim a couple days. See if he accepts. Ah! Okay. So Tobias doesn't want those 8 years. Wasn't enough. These are tough negotiations with Tobias. Regarding the Bruins and like them melting down, we're so focused on our team that across the ice, there's a team that's panicking just as much as the Leafs. Like, I think we got to realize that as fans. Like, it's not just the Leafs here who are in a dire situation. 825 or 850. We'll do this. 3 years. Boom. Offer contract. Let's go. I think the Bruins are just as nervous. It's rare. It is so rare that the Leafs get to face a team that's so afraid of collapsing as much as they are. And the media in Boston, hey, Tobias signs it, is as concerned about their Boston Bruins as the Leafs fans and the Leafs media are concerned about the Toronto Maple Leafs. Because no team in the history of the NHL, MLB, or NBA has ever blown a 3-1 lead in back-to-back playoffs. That's fact. No team's ever done it. All right, Liljegren, this is all we have left. We are not trading off of our roster to keep you. Either you accept $1.1 million or you are getting traded. Let's just move them. Like, we don't even need to do anything. Oh, Robertson's 81 now. Let's go. Robertson's an 81. That is sweet. You absolutely love to see it. Getting back his morale, getting back his game. We can actually call him up now, but I don't want to send down Nemestikov. But I could call up Robertson. I don't think we're at 20 players right on the NHL roster. Let's move. Before I do anything, let's move Liljegren. Liljegren, we can't find a deal. We don't have cap space to sign him, unfortunately. I don't think we're going to move any players off of our roster in order to keep Liljegren. And what can we find? A second-round pick. A second and a third. A second. We can get something real good here. Like, we could get potentially a first-round pick. Because if we package Liljegren with something, we package Liljegren in a second for a first, I think that's worth it. Like, right now, there's not a spot for Liljegren on this defense. Oh, Brad Lambert's playing defense. Okay, let's call up a defenseman. Maybe we do need Liljegren. Let's call up a defenseman. Right now, we got 2 injuries on our D, so the coach put Brad Lambert on D. So let's call up Tobias. That's why we signed him. Confirm. Amazing. When everybody's healthy, like, there's no room for Liljegren. And I'm happy moving off of that for a first-round pick. So let's do head coach preferred lines. There it is. All right, this is our injured lineup. And then in there, missing is... I can't see injuries from here. Okay. How long is Mo Seider out? Mo Seider and Cam York. January 24th. Ooh, that's quite a while. December 2nd, pulled groin for Cam York. So let's go get a... We could also just sit on Liljegren and, like, have him this offseason. Or he becomes a free agent in the offseason, I think is how it works. So let's find trade. Timothy Liljegren. We're actually doing some good GMing here. And getting draft picks. That's something we've never done as we've been playing this franchise mode is accumulate good picks. 2 seconds. Okay. So let's go to Arizona. Arizona's been good, though. I'm trying to get a good high pick. Let's go to Arizona. Edit trade. Canucks or Oilers? Oilers. Oilers all day. I got, if you didn't see, I made a bracket on my YouTube channel, Jesse Blake Sports Report. Subscribe to the Jesse Blake Sports Report YouTube channel. While you're here, hit like on this video. Hit subscribe on the SDPN YouTube channel. In my bracket, I have the Rangers and the Oilers in the Stanley Cup final. And I'm sticking with that until one of those teams proves me wrong. They get eliminated. So I think I'm going Oilers all the way. Let's see if we can upgrade our second to a first. Okay, I don't think we're far off, as they said. Second and a fifth for a first round pick. Trade rejected. Okay. Second. Okay. I think we might have to go to a second and a fourth. I'm trying not to give up that third, though. Okay, I think they want the third. A second and a third for a first. Maybe we just, like, what if I just remove this and I just, instead of trying to upgrade, I take a second and a third for Liljegren straight up. Like, I feel like I'm overthinking it. I feel like this is a player that I can't fit on the cap. I'm gonna go to the market. There's a second and a third. Does anybody want to give me 2 seconds? Like, Boston give me a second and a third. Like, I'll take this. I want to push back the second to 2027. Hopefully we can do that. But I'm definitely overthinking it, trying to upgrade to a first round pick. Second and a third. Like, maybe the move here is 2 seconds. So that plus a fifth, I get 2 seconds for Liljegren. Trade rejected. Okay. Plus a third. Hey, there we go. I got 2 seconds for Liljegren. I upgraded a third to a second, plus I got a second back. Like, our draft is looking real good in terms of just accumulating picks, especially in this 2027. We got a first and 2 seconds. We only want the high round draft picks. We don't care about the later rounds. You never get good players there. If scouted a good player, we'll take him earlier. So we got our first round pick, a second, a first, a second, and a second through 26 and 27. Now we can use that as trade bait as well if we need a buy. But this team is so cap strapped. We are so up against it that there's no reason to buy. Let's head over to the NHL trade deadline. Let's evaluate where this team is. We are currently first in the Atlantic Division. Very fat and happy. Let's go. Dryden Hunt? No, we don't want Dryden Hunt. Warrior Womp. Jesse is Dubas's Padawan. I only learned from the best. Kyle Dubas taught me how to GM. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm doing my best Dubas. All right, we are just cooking this regular season. 23-8-1. Everybody's trying to get Easton Cowan and Fraser Minton from us, but we are not giving up those prospects. We need those guys because we need to relieve some cap space a couple years down the line from now. We are happy in first place, have been there all season in the Atlantic Division. This is a playoff team. One thing we are going to do this year that I never do this, but we are not going to make a bunch of moves at the trade deadline. Every year, I try and buy, I try and add. Maselli's like not having a good time. Every year, I try and add. This year, we have a good team. We're going to leave it. I'm going to be content with Ilya Samsonov, Joseph Woll as our tandem. Our forward group is nice. Our defense is the best part of the team. We don't have the cap space to buy anybody big. Why go out? Jaden Spezza fired by the Hurricanes. Why go out and mess with this lineup? Let's see what we got here. We are 40 minutes away from puck drop. 40 minutes away from Steve Dangle hopping on stream. Steve Dangle, game of his life coming up. Stream of his life coming up. Let's check the injury report. Sean Monahan out with back spasms until March 11th. Can I get some score predictions for tonight's game? I'm thinking 4-2. 4-2 Leafs is what I think we end up at tonight. Leafs Bruins. Carter says 5-3. Riley, Sider, York, Pesci, Gooley, Faber. Look at our decor. Everybody admire that for a second. 3-1 Leafs, Skyler. 3-2 Leafs, Rachel. 3-2, Nikki, Rob. It's going to be 2-1 in overtime. Okay, that's the first overtime we got. Michael says 4-0 Boston. 9-0 for Adam. That's Virch. 4-1 Leafs. Shan says, I will admire the D. Yeah, phrasing. 3-2 Leafs in overtime. Sports goal horns. 112-109 T-Wolves. Matt Reed. If you are on Twitch, your chat is right here. So if you got it right and you're on Twitch and you said it, you have the proof. It's going to be on screen when this is uploaded. You'll see it. You can go back and brag about it if you nailed it. If you're watching on YouTube, you can watch any of these videos in this series. In the description, there's a link to the playlist, which features all of these videos. You can watch and see how our franchise mode has progressed. You can watch and see how we've gotten sad as the Leafs have lost. We've gotten happy as the Leafs have won. Oh, let me just prepare myself for this trade deadline here and just make sure we are not making any moves. I was looking at the roster. Roster's good. We are just right there against the salary cap. Just under $900,000 available. We're not making any big splashes. The team is good. Next year, we're going to have $11 million. Let's see if we can extend anybody. I think Leeson's probably going to be a good one. In the system, the young kids is the important ones. Does anybody have any opinions on Drake versus Kendrick and who's winning that battle? I think that's what's important here. Who's winning the Drake versus Kendrick battle? So we're going to need to sign Parasak this offseason. That's going to be very important. Holmberg. Does anybody want a two-way? Hey, Holmberg wants a two-way. Oh, my goodness. Kendrick winning, says Carter. Shan says Kendrick, and not even close. Okay. We're going to give Holmberg the max here. Perfect. Kendrick win it. K. Easy. Rachel says Kendrick 100. Nobody's on Drake? Like, what Kendrick released last night was just, it was a stab to the stomach. You know, like Drake drops his track and then 15 minutes later we get the Kendrick one. Like, he was ready. The video was uploaded to YouTube and he just hit publish. Like, he knew Drake was going to drop eventually, and he came ready with another song. So now the ball is in Drake's court now. Kendrick is up, and now we've passed the ball back over to Drake. And it's like, okay, what do you got for us? Like, you got to come back now. We get that this was supposed to be your moment, but Kendrick stole it. So now we're back on you. And it's like, you got to give us something here. So I don't know. It's close. I don't think it's like runaway. Like, it's like Drake's getting torched or anything. I think it's been back and forth. It's been a great battle. And now we get to see if Drake can respond. Now, if he doesn't come back with something, and it's like, damn, Drake, that's what you came back with, then I'm like concerned. Then I'm like, what are we doing here? But if Drake comes back with something that's pretty fire, then then like it'll stay close, you know? It'll stay close. All right, so we got this Nick Robertson deal is what I was contemplating while I was talking. So I think we do the 2 years with Nicky Bob. I think for a bottom six forward, $1 million. Like, I'm willing to go a little. If I do 3 years, take him to 27 too. Name tag nails it here. Name tag says, "Meet the Grams had me clutching my pearls. I didn't know Drake had kids all over the place like that." That's the reaction I had too. It was like, oh my goodness, Kendrick, you went there. But I don't think like everything Kendrick said in there was like fact. I think he just went for the jugular with like everything it possibly could be that Drake is hiding. Like, if he has more kids, like, who knows? But we need receipts. So that's one thing I read today. I saw a couple tweets and people were like, first one of these guys to come out with receipts is going to be the winner of this battle, because a lot of them are saying a lot right now on wax. Like, it's in their music, but who's got the receipts? Who's got the proof to show, like, because Drake accused Kendrick of some like dirty stuff too in Family Matters. It was like domestic violence stuff, which is like, ooh, that's like you just saying that? You need some receipts. So I'm waiting for either of these gentlemen to come back with some proof of the claims that they have. Saying Drake's got like an 11-year-old daughter, where is she? Like, give me some proof that she exists. I think we got to do that Sean Monahan deal at 2 point something. Hey, two-way deal, Vlad? Oh my gosh. Okay, yes. We're doing these extension dollars, like, we're handing them out like candy. Everybody seems to be wanting to take these two-way deals with just free money. One way, Brett Leeson, that might be tough. Callie, what do you want? 1 year, $1 million. That's actually really good. Might have to do that one. The rest of our team is locked up. Doing tidy piece of work. Offer contract extension 1 year. $36-year-old, 35-year-old Callie Yarncroke. 2 years. Let's do 1 year. 1 year, $1 million. 1 year, 975. Yeah. There you go. Awesome. Reeves in for Holmberg. Who does anybody have the official lines? I was scared for Drake listening to Meet the Grams. It's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Are the official lines out? I'm gonna check Alter. David Alter. Bobby McMahon not playing, if anybody is concerned about Bobby McMahon's status. He is out. I don't have... We don't have the lineup yet. We don't have the lineup. yet. All right. We can all expect, though, Joseph Wall will not be starting today. I think that's what we can expect. Hey, Vlad resigns. Yarncroke resigns. Benoit resigns. Igor resigns. Holmberg resigns. Robertson! Oh, he's upset. Nicky Bob did not like what we offered him. I did lowball Nicky Bob a little. Warrior Womp says 7:30, 30 minutes left. Why must this torture continue? It has been an ordeal this afternoon. Just waiting. Just, what's it going to be? Are we going to have Joseph Wall? Here he is in video game land. Joseph Wall is like our backup for life here. Let's do 3 years. He might be our AHL starter, to be honest, because Oliver Rodrigue might come up and do some stuff. So let's do 2 years, $775. He wants that. We'll give him $800,000. No, let's just give him what he wants. 2 years, $775. That's our backup. Beautiful. Let's go back to Nicky Bob. Offer him something he likes. Oh, sorry, wrong category. So we only have 4 UFAs left. $9 million in cap space for next season. We could bring back our whole roster. Let's see how they perform, though. Like, Parasak's going to be so good. I think we give Parasak the contract now. Offer contract. Then we can kick that in this season, and then he can join the Marlies on a run. Like, we can do that. Max Ellis. Yeah, 2-way. You can stick around. Play with the Marlies. Cool. Kressler. Contract extension. Yeah, 2 ways. 3 years, $975. Bottom 6 medium. I'm going to do like 1 year. I don't know if you're getting any better. Actually, Kressler was like... He was commanding some stuff in trades. Like, he might be a good trade chip this offseason. Remember he popped up on somebody was trying to steal him from us? Kressler might be something. So let's try and lock him up for 3 years. 3 years, $975. Offer contract. Hey, we got a subscriber on Twitch. Let's go. Thank you for subscribing. You subscribe, you get a panda. Let's go. Robertson was not happy with the last contract. This time we're going to go 3 years. Bottom 6 forward, 1.5. Like, that's decent. We'll give it to you. We'll offer 1.4, though. Last time we tried to offer we offered 4 years at 1.5, I think it was. So let's do 3 years, 1.4. 1.4 3 years. That's a bottom 6 forward. Good. I don't hate that at all. Alex Steves. 2-way. Yup. Keep you around. We're just going to do 1 year with you, Alex Steves. Offer contract. Ty Voigt. I don't really need to make a decision on you. You're not doing anything right now. 3 years. You're 22. We'll take you to 25. Offer contract. And then if we have $9 million for next season, $9.1 million. So Nick's going to take a little bit of that. So let's say we have $8 million. Sean Monahan wants 2. Okay, 2 point. So let's say it's 2.5. So 8 million. So we're down to like, let's say Brett Leeson wants 2. There's another 2. Down to 5-ish. Kapanen wants 2. All right, down to like 3. And Gregor wants 1. So we can realistically bring back the whole lineup. Let's do Monahan for sure. We should definitely do this one. 3 years, 2.2. I would take that every day of the week if he signs this. Locked up. Let's do Leeson's 26, Kapanen 29. I gotta be mindful of the time here. It's getting close. It's getting close, ladies and gentlemen. Leeson's not good enough for this 2 mil, but like maybe 1 year, 1.75. I would do that. No, but we can get 80 overalls for on 2-way contracts. Leeson's like, I'm not doing that. Kapanen's not getting better. No, Gregor's not getting better. 82 overall though, 1.6. I'll do this. 3 years, 1.4. I would give this to you. If you want this, you can have it. No, Gregor, perfect. Kapanen, I like that Kapanen plays both wings. 2 years, 82 overall, decent, 1.6. 3 years, that's, yeah, take you to middle age. 1.7. 1.8. 1.8 Kapanen? Amazing. All right. We got our lineup pretty sorted if we can sign those deals. We're not making any moves. We're going to the playoffs here now. Let's get some sim music going. Simming right past the trade deadline. We don't need it. We are in first place. See if we can get all these. We are a buyer. Enter trade deadline. Carlson's out there. Can't do it. Malkin. Can't do it. Hronik. No trades found. Nobody wants us. Exit trade deadline. Moving on. Besser. Huge trade. Burakovsky to Minnesota. Arvidsson and Cole. Hey, Sean Monahan's coming back. Kapanen's coming back. Gregor's not interested in a contract extension anymore. Wool's coming back. Robertson agrees. Steves agrees. Ellis agrees. Hey, Kressler agrees. Ty Voigt, all good. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it kicking. Let's keep going. We did not beat the Canadians. We are back to sim. We are back to just watching it simulate. 104 points. Look at us run away with the standings there. Are we going to win the President's Trophy? We got to check the standings here. Oh my goodness, 110! 113! 113 points, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Your Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh, my buttons aren't working. My buttons aren't buttoning today. All right, let's check the standings. Toronto Maple Leafs won the Atlantic Division. We have an awesome team. We did not win the President's Trophy. That goes to the Colorado Avalanche. The Minnesota Wild also finished ahead of us. And then we are third in the National Hockey League. We are happy. We are the first place team in the Eastern Conference by the tiebreaker of regulation wins. The Columbus Blue Jackets win the Metro. The Columbus Blue Jackets, wow. What a turnaround. New York, Tampa, Ottawa, Washington, Boston, Buffalo rounds out your playoff teams in the East. And in the West, you have Colorado, Minnesota, Anaheim, Edmonton, St. Louis, Vancouver, Dallas, Winnipeg. Let's check the stats from our team. A little balanced scoring, right? Marner, Matthews, Nylander leading the way. You love to see your star step up. 94, 93, 89. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. LeBanc, Riley, Maselli, Monahan, Yarncroke, Lambert, Kapanen, Gregor, Leeson, Mo Sider. I expected more offense from Mo. That's okay, though. In terms of goals scored, Matthews put up 53 goals. You absolutely love to see it. In net, speaking of goal, in goaltender land, we have Joseph Woll putting up a 9-11, but that is not good enough compared to a 9-15 from Ilya Samsonov, our starting goaltender. 42-17-5, 6 shutouts. You guys, I'm feeling good going into these playoffs. We're going to be facing the Buffalo Sabres, I believe, who are the second wildcard team. Take a look at the overall stat sheet. Brad Marchand led the league in points with 115. Okay, all right, EA. This is a little... I don't think this is right. Brad Marchand playing with Connor Bedard put up 115 points and 59 goals. Sim engines. The sim engines. They're never the greatest. Let's be honest here. Brad Marchand at the age of 37 puts up 59 goals. I'm going to pull up his career stats. Brad Marchand, who had a career high of 34 goals in the sim. 39 in 15-16. 16-17, my bad. Puts up 59 in the game at 37 to 25-26. How dare you, Brad? 115 points for Chicago. Career high as well. Ridiculous. Samsonov is officially starting, as we all kind of knew what would happen. Austin Matthews is back. Now that the news is official, how are we all feeling? If you're not here earlier, if you did not know what went down, Joseph Woll was injured on the final play of game number 6. If you go back and watch it, you can see him just he's tweaked a little. You know, he was injured. Ryan Reeves is also in the lineup, apparently. That is from, who just wrote that in the chat? Brandon says that in the chat. Nothing matters at this point, says Matt. And Matt's got the right, got the right attitude about this, is the word I was looking for. The Leafs are they're done. If they lose, they're done. If they win, free gravy. We have no injuries going to this playoffs. Reeves is not confirmed yet, says Robert in the chat. Thank you, Robert. Was he on the ice for warmups? This is the lineup we're heading with into our first playoff matchup with the Buffalo Sabres. Nylander, Matthews, Marner, Monahan, Maselli, LeBanc, Yarncroke, Gregor, Kapanen, Leeson, Lambert, Neighbors. And on defense, Riley Sider, York Pesci, Gouli Faber. We are stacked to the gills. Sammy and net, just like in real life. Joseph Woll, not in real life. He is not on the ice. Martin Jones is backing up. Just like in real life, we can trust Ilya Samsonov as our starting goaltender. And we are up against the Buffalo Sabres. We are up against the Buffalo Sabres in the first round of the 2026 Stanley Cup playoffs. They have Tage. They have Jack Quinn. They got Jeff Skinner. They got Sonny Milano, Zach Benson, Alex Tuck, Nino, Peyton, JJ, Zach, Blake, and Casey Middlestat. On D, Darlene, Clifton, Power, Carrier, Samuelson, and Travis Dermott. In goal, Devin Levi, and UPL backing up. Let's do this. Game number 1, your Stanley Cup playoffs, your Toronto Maple Leafs. Buffalo Sabres. Let's see if we make it out of the first round. We're doing all event sim. We always do all event sims for our playoff games, unless it is an elimination game, in which case we watch the game. Game number 1, 2026 Stanley Cup playoffs. If you have not hit like on this video, hit like. 1-0. Brad Lambert comes up huge. Austin Matthews scores as well. Maselli, there is no time. Forget the tense music. We are up 3-0 in game number 1. This is party music. We got nothing to be concerned about. We are the 1 seed. We had a dominant regular season. We have a great defense. We have a great forward group. We have a great goalie in net by the name of Ilya Samsonov. Bring out the party music. We're locking up this game number 1. This is easy. This is easy. We are 15 minutes away from Steve Dangle hopping on youtube.com/SDPN. Nino Niederreiter scores, but Mo Seider comes right back and scores for the Leafs. 5-1. Sean Monahan makes it. Steve Dangle's coming up at the top of the hour streaming Leafs against the Bruins. Game number 7. Everything is on the line. This is the last chance for this core in Toronto. If they don't get it done tonight, it's all over for our boys. Let's see if they can do it. Your virtual Leafs are about to take game number 1 against the Buffalo Sabres. We have locked it up. That is a victory. Sean Monahan, great performance. Austin Matthews, great performance. If you have not hit like on this video, hit like. If you are not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. If you're on Twitch, follow us. Subscribe to the channel as well. Make sure you're tuned in. You do not have to go anywhere. Once this stream ends, it'll kick you right over to Steve Dangle's stream. We will raid his stream. That is if you are watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, you will have to go over to youtube.com/SDPN and check out his stream there. No injuries. Very good going into game number 2 against the Buffalo Sabres. Everybody is cooking. We have built one hell of a lineup. It is deep. It is electric. We used every inch of cap space available to us. And for the first time ever, I did not make a big move at the trade deadline. And I think it's going to pay off by sticking with the core that we have. All right, a little tense music now, since we're getting a little closer. Getting a little more nervous here. 13 minutes to the top of the hour. It's game number 2. Buffalo Sabres, Toronto Maple Leafs. Leafs are up 1-0 in the series. We are up 1-0 in the game! Noah Gregor comes up huge! Thank you, Noah Gregor. Anna says, I'm in tears that Sammy is starting. It's definitely not good. Maybe the other goalie would be better. Anna, that's not what the playoffs are about. The playoffs are about the next man up. About overcoming adversity. When things go wrong, you do not back down. When things go wrong, you do not back down. You take the challenge head on. It's 2-1 Buffalo Sabres. And you say there are no excuses. We're showing up. And we're going to win this hockey game. Whether it's Sammy, whether it's Wool. Leafs in 7, baby. Leafs in 7. It's 2-2 right now. Toronto versus Buffalo in game number 2 of our first round matchup of the 2026 Stanley Cup playoffs. Yes, Joseph Woll is injured. Ilya Samsonov is starting for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Brock Faber scores shorthanded. And Austin Matthews adds a helper. Adds another one to put us up 4-2 in this game. Bring out the dancing snail. We have locked up another victory. It looks like we will go up 2-0 in this series. I'm so relaxed about how this series is going to go because we are the 1 seed. We are stacked to the gills, and there should be no problems at all for this team in these playoffs. We are up 2-0 in this series. This is so much different than all of our other playoff sims. Oh, Robert's trying to get up a prediction real quick. I've just been blasting through this because I'm so unconcerned with how this first round series is going to go. Robert, let me know when you want me to. I can kick off game number 3. We're going to win. Like, if you are betting on this on Twitch, where you can bet your channel points on whether or not you think we're going to win, let me know when it's up. Let me check our injuries. 30 seconds you have to bet on the poll on whether or not you think we're going to win game number 3. We got no injuries. Buffalo has Dylan Cousins, who's out. The lineup is out for your Toronto Maple Leafs today, says Carter. Austin Matthews is playing with Holmberg and Yarncroke. I'll get the lines up for you. One second. Let's start this sim, and I'm going to read out the lines. We have tonight Toronto Maple Leafs, Boston Bruins. The lineup is Samsonov starting, Martin Jones backing up. Bertuzzi, Domi Marner, Nyes, Tavares, Nylander, Holmberg, Matthews, Yarncroke, Dewar, Kampf, Gregor. On D, Riley Labushkin, Benoit McCabe, Edmondson, Liljegren. So the only changes from last game, Zach Parise makes a 1-0 Buffalo. The only changes from last game, Joseph Woll was indeed injured at the end of game number 6. Is not even available to back up. Matthews back in the lineup on the 3rd line. No Ryan Reeves. No Nicholas Robertson. Austin Matthews and Brad Lambert score 2 goals. We are up 2-1. In game number 3 of the first round series between the Toronto Maple Leafs and Buffalo Sabres in the 2026 NHL playoffs. This is going to be so much more smooth than how real life is going to go in game 7 tonight. Like, this is such a cakewalk in this first round against the Buffalo Sabres. We dominated all regular season. We made no changes to a dominant lineup. 3-1 Austin! Hell yeah. Play the Olays. Wrap it up! We're going to go up 3-0 in this series. When we get a lead, we hold it. We don't give up leads in this game. Oh, 3-2. I said when we get leads, we hold it. Travis Dermott made it 3-2, but there's 5 minutes left. I already played the celebration music, boys. Don't let me down here. Don't let me down. Minute to go. 4-2, Jake Neighbors, empty netter. Let's go. Bring out the animals. That's a victory. That is 3-0 in the series. Played the laughing music. 3-0 in the series. You absolutely love to see it. Mitch Marner's upset because of his individual performance, despite us being up 3-0. Can we sweep? We have 5 minutes here to go till Steve Dangle hops on. This might be our last game we sim, just for the timing. So we'll be back though. I believe. Oh, it depends on how it goes tonight, I guess. What day we'll be back? Because I pregame stream whenever. I try and do all of. I do all of Steve's, but I try and do Adam's as well. I try and hop on pregame for you guys to get you set for the games, and depends on how tonight goes. Depends on when I'll be back streaming with you guys, but it'll be either before Adam's Canucks Oilers stream on Tuesday, or maybe a Leafs Florida game on Monday. Who knows? Who knows? Five minutes away from Steve Dangle hopping on stream. 5 minutes away. It's like really 10 minutes away from puck drop because they got to play the anthems, do all that fun stuff. Sean Monahan opens the scoring early for your Toronto Maple Leafs. We are going for a sweep here of the Buffalo Sabres. What an easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl of a series this has been. We have gone up 3-0 so far on the Buffalo Sabres. No problems at all. No even like I'm worried about anything. Most of the time, except for game number 3 there. Jack Quinn makes it 1-1, except for game number 3 there where it came down to 3-2. Austin Matthews makes it 2-1. Playoff Matthews showed up this time around. Hell yeah. Matthews, Nylander, Marner's our top line. That's what we run with. And it has been beautiful. Thank you, everybody who's been here this whole time hanging out as we just pretend we're not extremely nervous for what's going to happen tonight. Do we trust Sammy? Does the team trust Sammy? I don't think they're bothered. I think like whoever's in goal, they're going to play their butts off. They're going to be confident in what they can do here. I've worn this jersey. I started wearing this jersey on stream Game 5, I believe, the pregame of Game 5. And I wore it for game number 6 ahead of that, and it's worked. And then I wear it. I don't take it off during the whole game. We're up 3-1 in this series, or in this game. We're about to sweep Buffalo. As long as we can hold on to this 2-goal lead for the next 20 minutes, we are sweeping the Buffalo Sabres in the first round series of the 2026 NHL playoffs. Alex Tuck makes it 3-2. I keep this jersey on throughout the whole game, and I did that for games 5 and 6, and we won that, so I'm keeping it on. That's my tradition so far this playoffs. Do you guys have any superstitions you have? It's 4-2. We're about to win this series. 11 minutes left in this third period. Any superstitions? You guys sit in the same spot. You watching with the same people. You wearing the same clothes that you wore during the 5 and 6 games. Daniel says, so you're never taking that jersey off ever again? Probably. I probably won't ever take it off. It's been the lucky jersey. It's a Winter Classic jersey from the Detroit 2014 game. Hey, we just won the series. We have advanced to the second round, just casually. So unconcerned with our video game team, because unlike the real Toronto Maple Leafs, we are a wagon! We are a wagon. Nothing can hold us back. We are breezing to the second round. We've never had a series this easy before. We have so many days off. Oh man, we're just relaxed. We got the Ottawa Senators up next. Okay. We got the Ottawa Senators up next. This is what we're doing on next stream. That's it for me today. That is it. Ottawa Senators round 2 is what we're doing next. Everybody in the chat, let me know where you are watching from. Let me know where in the world you are watching this stream from. You could have been anywhere in the world right now, and you chose to be here right now watching this, and I appreciate you for that. I finally finally done some good GMing. I think we've built a fantastic roster. We swept our first series. We won the Atlantic Division running away. We're third overall in the whole league. And if you just look up and down the lineup, we are stacked. We're on our way to win a Stanley Cup. We have one series down. We got 3 to go. 12 wins left. 4 down. Where are you guys watching from? We got Jasper, Alberta. I'm going to kick off this music. In 1 minute here, we're hopping off stream. Steve Dangle is coming up next. It's Game 7, baby. Leafs Bruins. This is it for the Core 4. If they don't get it done today, it's all over. Thank you for being here. You have been watching from Mississauga, Edmonton, Albany, Jasper, Newfoundland, Ryan, Tejas in Manchester, Highlight full of games in Ottawa, Dapper Duck in Halifax, Bryce in Northwestern Ontario, AF in Edmonton, Matt in Sault Ste. Marie, Aaron in Florida, Dags in Nova Scotia, Broobs in Tilsonburg, David in North Carolina, Matt in Mount Everest, I don't believe you, Matt, Milos in Vancouver, the Gaming Lizard in Central Massachusetts, David in North Carolina, Agent in Denver, Cole in Saskatoon, At Work in Gatineau, Sweden, Tampa, Boulder, everywhere in the world. Thank you. I appreciate it. Game 7 coming up right now. Have fun. Go Leafs, go. We got this, baby.